It is Tuesday, the 8th of August, 8/8 at 10 p.m. So it's taken me 4 coffees to make sure I can be here. Um, and Alicia, I think you were right, because I had a bit of a whinge to Alicia earlier today that, "Mm, not really feeling anything, not much is going on." Um, but what I shared with you guys on Saturday about that experience with them, that being and the anchor, it was only part of the story, but the rest of the pieces weren't very coherent, not enough to share. But from Thursday to today, it's kind of ongoing. And this is why I was wondering whether Rex was going to be here, because um, Tracy, you and Rex were talking about this, both feelings as well as, from what I understand, little intel drops that you were picking up, that in that whole kind of military Space Force arena, people had been replaced, removed and replaced. So what started for me on Thursday was, but like little bits have come through every day. And it doesn't actually change. It sort of confirms the other thing that we talked about, which is it's already all done. Uh, I'm going to, the best way for me to describe this is that there were delay protocols at the template level. There was beings and codes that were actively delaying. And if you want to say it's from the template level, then that has rippled through all layers. Yeah. And that all the way down to people boots on the ground here. And that has all been corrected. And there's been this ripple from every level, it feels like, from template to galactics to military to Space Force to anybody who's anybody, being pulled and replaced if they were part of that agenda. And that was one of the things that I've been feeling for a while, that certain events would need to take place before today for whatever's after this. And that was the biggest one, but it's already happened. I don't know how to explain this, but that being that talked about the anchor in 2023, and that feeling that he came from the future, like this was all planned to happen right now, and it's not happening right now. We're just getting it right now. We're feeling it right now. We're experiencing it right now. But it feels like the 9th, and that's probably going to be more so Northern Hemisphere, time zone period, whatever. But the 9th, something kicks off. These events and everything that took place had to be done by today. And it's like today is all the little pieces moving into place. It's just that today I've had, I don't know how many times, I've lost count, that image of runners at the starting line, everybody getting on and on their blocks and ready, set. And it's like we hit the 9th and it's go. It honestly feels like so many things are going to come to a head and conclude. A lot of these narratives that we've been living with for years, investigations that didn't seem to go anywhere, arrests that never seem to happen, exposure that hasn't happened yet, that looks like it's going to, all of that stuff feels like now, as of the 9th, we start getting results. We start seeing things, and it's just going to go like that. But today is like just everybody solidifying their positions. Ready, set. So I'm keen to hear from you lot what, for those of you who are at the tail end of this day, how has it been for you? Any insights, any shifts, any... Oh, and I haven't seen this for myself firsthand because I don't do Facebook, but apparently there's a lot of it there. 8-8 is a negative portal psyop, and don't, whatever. Honestly, that is part of the energy that is also part of the delay strategy too. Like, don't watch Sound of Freedom because some fucked up person helped fund it, or it's not, whatever. It's like, don't start celebrating the wins. Don't tick the boxes. Nothing good is happening because everything that even looks like it might be good is still negative, and it's still a problem, and it's still something we need to overcome, and it's still... That's part of the prolonging thing. Like, don't put your energy into the good. Don't feel happy about it. Don't get excited about it. Don't celebrate it. Don't. That's what's... well, to me, that's part of the delay tactics, and that's what's shifting as well. So those of you in Australia, Hamish, you're in Australia. Alicia, you're in Australia. Ariana's in Australia. Who else? Australia, New Zealand, like those of you who are on the tail end of this. Any...
I literally said to someone today, they said, yeah, but we don't do Lionsgate Portal. Like, that's all bullshit. We don't, like, the dates on the calendar have got, like, we're not doing a Lionsgate Portal, are we? And I'm like, no, it's got, we're in the middle of a massive portal, but it's got nothing to do with the number on the calendar. It just happens to line up. And so...
Well, I was thinking about that too today, and everything points to the fact that this place operates like a clock, like a very well-timed clock.
Yeah,
So
yeah, but
the dates do seem to mean something.
Well, they do, but that's the numerology thing, I think, is that the clock is in us. Like how you speculated that if the sun, we get the real sun every 6 days or 5 days or 7 days or whatever, and then in between we're getting this fake sun, but all the clocks, like, we think a day's gone by because the clock's gone around twice, but it's compressed. It's like 5 days in one, and it's just weird. And like, how would that even happen? It's like, well, it would happen if the synchronicity's in us, not out there. So 8-8 could make it a portal, but that's because we're aware that it's 8-8 and you 2 8s crossed over, and the double infinity symbol and all of that stuff. It's like a sigil, but it's a sigil that's in us, not on a calendar or in the sky. The stars have lined up, or no, we fucking line the stars up. The stars don't line us up.
Yeah, so, I agree. We're creating it. For sure.
Yeah, we create it. And so, yes, the portal is happening now, but it's not because it's 8-8. It's like there's other reasons, but it just seems to happen now. Why didn't it happen 8-8 last year or the year before? Or like it's almost like the 8-8's irrelevant, but it's very relevant at the same time. It's that whole nothing's real, but everything matters. Nothing matters, but everything's real. It's like,
Exactly.
Hello, thanks for watching. This call turned into an epic, almost 4-hour conversation. If you're interested in the whole thing, the link is in the description, and if not, I will see you next time.